Everything about Monster Hunter World is huge, from the monsters, weapons, and world to the IRL fanbase. The creators over at Capcom have made it easier than ever to pick up a Monster Hunter game, but even so, some gamers still see it as a challenge. While we've all heard the learning curve is steep and the grind is real, don't let that intimidate you, and definitely don't let it stop you from playing this rich and beautiful game. So for those of you new to this beloved franchise, here are 5 crucial tips to help you get started on Monster Hunter World. Tip number 1, right time, right place. If your plan was to jump into this game half-heartedly, you might want to reconsider your approach. Because of the size and the moderate complexity of this game, you'll want to set aside a decent chunk of time to truly grasp the fundamentals. The beginning requires a lot of reading and learning, so if you're not able to give the game your full attention, you'll likely miss out on some key information required for progress. Another thing to note is that this is the type of game that could leave you completely lost if you set it down too quickly, so it's important to spend quality time getting comfortable with the mechanics. Tip number 2, areas to focus on. Because there's so much thrown at you at the start of this game, it's good to focus on a couple key parts instead of trying to remember everything. So here are a few quick suggestions to keep in mind. Upgrade your weapons and palico gear early and often. Keep track of scout flies for discovering your quest objective and collect all the things. And lastly, check the minimap in the hub and watch for exclamation points and red markers to help identify who to talk to next. Another good thing to remember is to register your bounties as often as possible. If you don't, you'll be missing out on 2 key rewards. Research points, which can be used to purchase meals, fertilizers for your harvest boxes, and armor for your trusty palico, and armor spheres, which are used to upgrade, well, armor. Tip number 3, weapon of choice. Like we mentioned in the last tip, understanding the weapon system is an important part of Monster Hunter World. The best way to get familiar with the weapons is to go to the hecking training grounds. Take time to practice with all the different types of weapons because each has its own unique power, combos, playstyle, and perks. Find the weapons you like and then take them out into the field to learn how they work against actual monsters and if it jives with your playstyle. There are some awesome weapon mechanics, but if you don't spend the time getting to know them, you could be missing out on some serious damage-dealing tricks. And don't forget to upgrade your weapons and gear as often as you can at the smithy. One last thing, keep your weapons in top shape. Blades and blunt weapons need to stay sharp or else they won't do as much damage. But since it takes a few moments to sharpen, make sure you can afford the time. A good starter weapon is the bow. While it does less damage, the mechanics are simple and you don't need to sharpen it. Plus, it allows you to keep your distance from the monsters during a hunt. Tip number 4, before battle. As you get deeper into the game, hunts are going to get tougher and tougher, so to ensure success you may need to do more than just upgrade your gear. Eat at the canteen before every battle. It'll boost your attack and defense, which will give you the extra edge needed to take down some of the more difficult monsters. Plus, the food looks incredibly appetizing. And if you forget to visit Meowscular's chef before leaving Astera, don't worry. You can still get a hot meal at the camp before you start your mission. However, you'll miss out on your Palico Pal's wonderful theatrics. Besides food, make sure your gear's upgraded and you have bounties registered. Lastly, don't forget to loot the chest once you get to camp. The items are free and it usually has a few potions, traps, or other items that'll make getting the job done that much easier. Tip number 5, patience is a legit virtue. That grind we mentioned earlier is very real. Players have put hundreds upon hundreds of hours into the previous Monster Hunter games, and considering the main quest of this game is supposedly around 40 to 50 hours long, it'll likely be the same for this one. As with most big games, sometimes it just takes some good old-fashioned time to learn and love. If you don't completely understand this game right away, just stick with it and be patient. It's more a matter of time and experience. There's no shortage of charm in this game. From the quirks and puns to the characters and personalities, it all adds fun, color, and lightheartedness to a seemingly intimidating game. But the developers worked hard to ensure they hit the sweet spot of being deep and challenging, yet ready to be played and enjoyed by the masses. We think they've done exactly that. So good luck on the hunt, Fifths. May your sword stay sharp, and may you find the monsters before they find you.